and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome two of the best in the business. One lives in the land of cheese, and the other in the land of 10,000 lakes. This is the Northern Border Banter Podcast with your hosts, Trent McKenzie and Brant Bender.
And here we go.
You would tip your hat, you cool son of a gun, you.
Welcome back, Trent McKenzie.
Thanks for having me, Brant.
Thanks
Pussing
for
out
having
last
me,
week.
dude. Yeah, it was a good week of not.
It was a good week.
Not do it. I had fun.
Good. Well, I'm glad. I see you already had.
Skipped.
Was it?
So I'm glad we skipped it.
So am I. If that's just something completely different. I saw you already showed what you're drinking to the camera.
Yeah, because you know what, Trent, though?
What's that?
You'd be proud of me. No, I mean, you might not be proud of me, but last two. These are the last two of that.
Nice. Way to get rid of them. Make some
bucket of
space.
beer. Took forever. Now I got to get new ones.
I'm surprised it took that long. Then I discovered this manly beer in my fridge. You ever hear this one before, Brant?
What'd you get? Ooh, you dirty son of a... Dude,
I know. Some stud left a few behind.
Sounds so good. Not gonna lie. All right, Trent. Since we took off last week, I studied all of our podcasts. I listened to every one in a row.
Nothing new.
Nope.
100% agree with that. 100% believe that, I should say.
To everyone every day. You know, I came to the determination we need to start out with. Today is Wednesday, February 5th.
Oh, 2025.
2025. Episode
That's good.
35.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the stuff I say,
Yeah.
it like the next day it will happen, or else it's really late. Like we're talking about old news, like something.
I love it
already, and
I love it.
We look like idiots. Not that we don't already look like idiots, but
No, I know what you're saying, though. I like that. You make yourself sound really good. You know, a lot of times I say stuff that comes true, you know, and it just doesn't. I need some credit. We'll start time set. We'll do that. February 5th, 2025. We'll do it.
Yep, episode 35. This is Wednesday. It's a Wednesday night. So
it's Wednesday night.
What's happening right now? Timberwolves are playing right now. There was an NBA trade that just happened.
I saw that Mr. Butler.
Jimmy Butler to the I almost said Nuggets. Golden State. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler. They got Andrew Wiggins and some other garbage players back for what a ripoff. But whatever. Andrew Wiggins, I hate him.
Do you? Why is that?
Former Timberwolves, he just sucked. First round pick, never panned out. He's always just so soft. He's soft Canadian.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I right clicked somewhere. Oh, oops. Okay. We're good.
I think we're good.
You know, our last episode, we had a lot of technical difficulties. Everywhere in the world was having technical difficulties that day. It was
really?
weird.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know if it was noticeable or like it was a thing, but I was listening to other podcasts on that day.
Yeah.
And they had the same issues. Like
Seriously?
both sides would drop. Yeah. I think there was just like a glitch in the system or something.
Maybe it was a Chinese.
Technical. It probably was. I'm going to say it was. It was the Chinese. You know what, though? We won because we're still going. Still alive. We're here.
Still alive. Well,
sorry.
That's no. Still here though, baby.
I'm a little buzzed up. Not gonna lie. Just got back from another happy hour, as you pointed out last time we were on air. I did the same thing.
It's gonna be.
Guess what I did too, Trent? I have a fresh order of wings sitting for me, waiting for me.
There we go.
Podcast, I'm gonna crush them. Buffalo.
Are you starving like last time too, or no?
Yeah, I'm hungry. It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll
make it through. Maybe we'll have some more technical difficulties. Like in 10 minutes, you're gonna start like.
You can cut this short.
Something's going on, guys.
It's been a while, dude, since we talked.
It's been a couple weeks. It's been a lot of life happening, huh? Anything new with you? Anything fun?
Last weekend I did that ice fishing, the Brainerd JC's world's biggest ice fishing contest.
That's the world's biggest, huh?
Yeah, they I don't know. I think they are the Guinness Book of Records even. I think they set that and everything. Not this year.
Really?
Prior years, yeah. Huge deal. Man, it's there. The amount of people is insane.
I didn't realize that's when you went to, or like it was the biggest.
Yeah. It's insane. I can't like to try to put like the size of it. It's at least 4 football fields. At least that's minimum. I might be underselling it. Like that amount of people, but they're kind of spread out every 10 feet. I'd say
But still, damn.
At least that, and just they have it down. Like they're really good. The one part that does suck, like you have to like shuttle out to the ice, so you park at a parking lot and then you get to a school bus, mind you, and you have to put like your sleds in through the back. They barely fit. It's a pain in the ass, but you get them in there. Then they drive you to the lake. You get out. You got to unload everything, and then you get to walk out to the ice, which is probably a couple 100 yards to the spot, and then you're there.
Right.
Then you got to find a spot. But you can bring in anything, so you can bring your own beer and all that stuff, food, whatever you want. They also have concession stands, those set up.
That's cool. A good deal.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was. I mean, I do it every year for sure.
I was just gonna ask.
It's a whole.
You have
event.
been doing it every year?
No. This is my first year going to this one. So
okay,
first time. One of the guys with us caught a walleye right away. First 10
That's
minutes.
what we're talking about. Nice.
Yeah, but you only. Man, I wish I could. I should probably have done more research and found out the total amount of people that came. It had to have been at least 2,000 people. Maybe maybe 4,000 total. Maybe
Jesus,
even more, to be honest.
That much.
And only the top 150 can win a prize for the fish. So
still, damn, that's a big tournament. I had no idea it was that big.
Yeah, huge.
Was it cold?
It was snowing and windy as fuck. If it wasn't windy, it'd have been
that sounds fun.
Perfect out, because it did stop for maybe 30 minutes and it was like, oh, this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was just windy and snowing, so it was cool. It kind of looked cool,
Yeah.
Trent, I think I'm picking up your. Flip that other earphone behind you.
Oh, that one's not by mine.
I think I'm picking it up though. Hello?
Do you hear me now?
Hello? Yeah,
Hello?
See, it's gone. Oh no. There's still an echo. Maybe it's just mine. Anyways, who cares?
Is that better?
That is better, yeah.
Don't talk very loud. Because I pushed it in. They're doing good. You have a booming voice.
It was an experience, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a good time. I mean, it could, man, if it's freezing though, it would suck, to be honest, but I had enough clothes on. You know what the key was?
What's that?
Heated socks, dude. I bought a pair of heated socks where it connects to an app on your phone. You turn that on, dude. Oh my awesome. God. The only part that I got cold was my arms and my hands. Yeah. I fucked up right away. I got my gloves wet and I didn't bring an extra pair of gloves and they weren't waterproof. I suffered through the full 3 hours because that happened right away. It's 3 hours, noon to 3 you can fish. We got there at 11. So.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, dude. Well, the glove part, but do you charge it up just you just charge up your socks before you went?
Yeah, yep. You charge up the batteries, stick them in your socks, and plug them in to your socks. And then
have you used them before?
I did for deer hunting. Elder is very clutch for that.
I feel like you told me that.
I could see a full body, like a full chest thing. That would be helpful.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
The gloves, though. Oh, my God. That would be different, too. That would be clutch as well.
I mean, there's got to be stuff out there like that. There's got to be.
There
dude.
is. Oh, there is. Yeah, you just got to pay for it.
Do it, man. Just buy it.
I'm going to. It's nice. If you just flip it on for like 10 minutes and turn it off, save the battery, and use it every like hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
You could stay out there all day. You could live outside. Like the caveman.
That's the point of them. Yeah. Just like back in the caveman days. They did the same thing.
Yeah. It was. They did.
Oh, I like it.
A lot has happened, Trent.
Yeah.
What about you? We hung out. Oh, that was a fish fry. That was our last
2
episode.
weeks ago.
Was it not the fish fry episode? Was our last episode?
Was that the one before? It was 2-3 weeks ago now. A weekend of the 19th, 20th. You came over.
Our last episode was Fish Fry King. So that was yeah.
Yeah.
So what's new with you? I didn't mean to sound like a dick when I said that.
No, man. I like hearing about you. Living life over here. Same old. Being productive. Changed my oil last weekend in my car, doing man shit. You know how it is.
Get your hands dirty?
Oh, yeah. I like to do that kind of
oil
stuff.
On your hands and your fingernails?
I do. I got a mani right after, though. So
chicks love that. Mm-hmm. Not the mani part, the oil part.
No, it did that, though. But I was going to do bring in to get a change, but just did it at home. Did it at home.
I'm jealous, dude. I'm kind of turned on right now. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I'll take that. I'll take anything I can get.
How many kids you got? You want one more?
You want one more?
I'll pop one out for you.
I'll pop it. What fucking guy?
Change your oil.
That's about it, though, man.
That's it.
That's about it. Change my oil. Man, living life here.
Just fucking hardcore
living life. Change my oil. Build some shit. Shoveled the sidewalk yesterday. Driveway still pretty covered.
All right,
we got a lot of snow coming, dude. Or you got snow coming.
Yeah, that's right. You just snow blow that shit.
Yeah.
Saturday.
It's supposed to be this Saturday. I was looking.
It's supposed to snow today.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing. Like maybe throughout the night it will.
Oh, today, okay.
Well, because it was supposed to start earlier. But
yeah.
Do you shovel your own driveway? Do you guys have to or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's bullshit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd find a new place.
I would pay to not do it anymore. Actually, I don't mind shoveling. You know what I hate though? Mowing the lawn, dude. Sorry.
You don't like mowing the lawn?
That shit.
No, I understand it.
I'm done with raking the leaves and mowing the lawn. I would pay $1 million if I had it just for somebody to rake my lawn, dude. I hate raking leaves.
So who mowed your? Well, who's been doing yours? You guys alternate?
We had a guy that mows our lawn and does the yard work.
Okay.
And so that was here before we got here, and it was in place for the contract was till the winter.
Yeah.
So we could have re-upped, and I think we could have came and shoveled and stuff, but
yeah, now I got to move.
Declined on that. I got to move. And I think Dan did ask me to next year for the grass, and I was like, dude, I'll cover whatever to have someone mow it.
Yeah.
It was like a really nice mower though, like a big push mower, like a really big push mower. It's huge. It's like bigger than this screen.
Bigger than this screen.
It's a big one.
Like, is it one you stand on behind it and it like makes you ride around?
No, it's just
an actual push mower.
Push, but it's wide. It's really wide. It's like
the hell
wider than the normal one. And I have one too, so I guess we could do it. But I was like,
you guys can both mow together.
That's the last thing I want to do after driving home, and I want to go to the cabin. I don't want to fucking come home or I guess it could be like an excuse to get out of things. You're like, I gotta go
mow the lawn. Then you gotta go to the cabin and mow there.
I can't. I don't have kids, so I can't use that excuse. You fuckers use all the time. I gotta go take my kids to school. I'm like, it's Sunday, bitch.
My kids. It's Sunday, bitch. My kids are sick.
Yeah, that one. I know you guys. I know
what. They're sick every day.
My work buddies. I was like, you dirty son.
Dirty dogs.
I get it.
All the people don't go to the happy hour, right?
We had a good turnout this time, Trent. 10 people showed up.
Oh, good.
10 people.
How many? Well, how many? Like, what's the total of people that could go?
It's a good question. Do this math real quick here. 10 showed up. Yeah. Well, some people work from home full time, so.
Oh, what losers?
I want to say 17.
Just kidding.
But
okay, over half. Good.
But like 2 would never come anyways. So 1 for sure would never come. I'll say 14. 14. 15.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I forgot one. It's 15. So 15 could show up for sure.
So 10 came. That's not 2/3 came. Giggity. That's pretty good.
Last time was 4 people only.
Oh.
So we upped it.
Next
time we're gonna try to up it again. We're gonna try to go for 11. Yeah.
Good job, party planner. Or head of party planning committee.
Yes, I am now. What did I say? The head of team building. I'm the head of team building. I have a partner as well. I can't take all the credit, but Amanda doesn't listen to this, so I'm taking all the credit. Plus, I
Amanda.
planned this one. Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to abuse my powers because that's what every good leader does.
That's right.
Next time, I'm going to try to take some hours off during the day, during the work day.
Do it. Make it a team builder.
Yeah, team building.
Team hooky.
What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I get the plan where because we get like 16 hours of community service paid. So paid time, you can go and volunteer somewhere and get paid for it through Wells Fargo. So I'm in charge of picking where that could be. So any ideas, throw them out there.
Sounds good.
I was thinking Deja Vu, they need help like cleaning
the hot dog stand or cleaning up after cleaning the hot dog buffet. Do they still have that hot dog bar?
Yeah, dude. Duh,
he says.
Absolutely. That's important to society. We're contributing to society. That's what's important, right?
That is what's important.
So I'll plan that one. See how it goes. There's some other ones I'll probably come up with too.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. If I see anything at all that I think that'll keep everyone happy.
My plan is like milk it really hard. Like I'm gonna split it up into 4 hour, volunteers, but those 4 hours are gonna last like 8 hours. So really, I'm gonna try to double our time out of the office.
I think that's a good idea. It's like overtime. It's like overtime community service. That's a good idea.
Yeah, they shouldn't have put me in charge.
They're gonna learn. Is it a full year?
Next year, I'm gonna be fired, or I'm gonna be doing something else. We'll see. We'll see.
That's fantastic. I'm proud of you.
Forward.
You
Thanks.
earned it. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Trent, there's a big elephant in the room. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
I see the XL.
Super Bowl Sunday. Can you believe it, dude? Super Bowl's here. NFL. Remember we started this podcast? The season wasn't even going. When was it? When did we start this?
We should have said the date on our thing.
Fuck, I should have wrote it down on here.
June or July or something, was it?
I have episode 1, our notes and everything still. If there's no notes. Episode 2 got a little better. How do we tell? Well, the Timberwolves were playing in the playoffs, so it was definitely in April.
It was in April.
Oh, yeah, it was. Because remember the draft? Were we not doing the show during the NFL draft?
Yeah, it was after.
After the draft, okay.
It was during the summer, I remember.
No, it was. Yeah, it was May, June, right? May. It was May. I think
it may have been June. You like that? I can't remember. That was so stupid.
No, that was funny. I like that one.
I appreciate that.
I did like that. Come full circle. The whole NFL season is about to be done. Can you believe it? Remember, we're like,
No.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do with our life? We're gonna do for fun. We're gonna do with the show.
Take up swimming. I'm gonna swim.
Take up swimming. I thought you meant like watching swimming. No, he meant swimming.
I'm gonna watch.
They both sound equally boring. Equally.
Ooh, what's that right there?
Swimming
what you got
good.
now? That's not.
Oh, I just have my good old mosh pit. Still working on that guy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, nothing. Solid 7-1. I think is what I gave it last time. Remember, we're gonna make the spreadsheet that you never did.
It's coming. Fuck you, dude.
You have to go back. You're gonna go back through the episodes anyway. Probably run them all down. Anyway.
I gotta do that. This is gonna be. I feel like we just hit our stride. So
I feel like we're finally catching on. We're finally gonna.
Only 35 episodes. Are we live on Facebook?
Yes, we are live.
Okay, good. That's exciting stuff, man. Exciting. What do you think about this Super Bowl, though?
Oh man, it's gonna be a good game. I think they're the two best teams, like that can make it this year. So, especially, how about you?
Worst case scenario, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
but two best overall teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely the Eagles from the NFC, right? So who else would it have been? Detroit, but they got the injuries just.
Yeah, they mounted up fast, dude.
Unfortunately, because I would say Detroit's better than the Eagles, but the injuries just it got them. You know.
Yeah, they did. Both sides of mainly defense, but no, it's been a good game. I think last time I looked, Kansas City was favored. I mean, everywhere it's close.
Point and a half. Yeah, the last I saw.
Yeah, everywhere has
pretty
it close.
Even. You're right. Yes. Are you going to be betting? You going to be betting on anything?
Well, I've told myself I think I'm gonna throw down the bet on the Chiefs. I don't know if I'm gonna throw it down to a cover or just flat out win, but I told myself I think it was like last year, like don't bet against Mahomes, and I learned from it before, like don't do it. Then this time I'm like fuck, I bet against them. That's what happens, But it's hard to bet against them.
Yeah, I agree.
How about you?
What do you think? Did you see like the refs coming out with a statement today, or was it yesterday or something like the?
I didn't see that about how the league said we value our.
Yeah. Because of all the controversy.
Yeah, because. I did see that.
I thought that was a bad idea.
You think so?
Clearly it's in their heads now. So it's like, are they really going to be calling this game fair? Or are they going to be like, oh, I don't want to look like we're going against the Eagles now, so I'm not going to call this penalty. Yeah, they mean I mean, I think you and I both have been texting back and forth from these Chiefs games, dude. They've clearly been getting some bullshit calls their way. Like, it's insane. It is more than any team I've probably seen besides the Packers.
Besides the Packers. I feel like, for sure, I mean, yeah, I feel that way too. But then I look at we didn't talk about the Bills or the Commanders games, did we? We didn't talk about anything.
No, we didn't talk about those. What did you think about those? Let's start with the Bills and Chiefs game. What did you think about that?
Well, with that game, I think that there were calls, obviously, that went like the Chiefs' way, but there was like the one call that everyone talks about was a fourth down, like where it was fourth down and short or whatever, and Josh Allen, they said he was short, but there was no conclusive play or angle of the camera to see. So I understand that, and people were talking like that was the deciding factor, but there's still 10 minutes left in the game. or 9 minutes left in the game. So, but honestly, I mean, the Chiefs just they were the better team, man. They know when to turn it on, and they were a superior team. And it just goes to show. I mean, the Bills need more help at receiver. I mean, they relied on Allen to do everything, and Cook he had a decent game. I mean, but like for the most part, they were stopping him, like the run, and then I think it was the third quarter, like the Bills started like get a drive going or whatnot and get the running game going. But it was all Josh Allen. Like he has no weapons at all. And just I feel like if it was the Ravens that were against the Chiefs, I think the Ravens would give them a better game. But just like seeing like it was odd, just like how like the playmakers just aren't there for Buffalo apparently, and the Chiefs were just a better team, I feel.
Yeah.
So I can't even blame the refs. I can't even do that. Like it was just like Chiefs were like the play calls they made, they executed them. They didn't drop the ball. They made drives and they had to make drives. You know.
Yeah, I saw someone say about Josh Allen. He was like a B+ that game, and you need to be on your A game to beat Pat Mahomes in Kansas City. You know, and he did look. To me, I was thinking this whole time, I was like, he looked kind of soft. Like he wasn't tucking his head down, because he does, like he'll put his shoulder down, run over people. But I don't know what it was with this game. He seemed just a little soft. Yeah, that 4th and short call. I think it was a good spot, to be honest. Like maybe the play before that with the tight end going down. I still think he was short even then, but not by much. Like like everything was inches. Like it wasn't that obvious where it was like yards or yard even. It was very close.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. Like he definitely didn't have enough playmakers. Kansas City has a ton. Like they had everybody healthy except for, it's crazy that their best receivers are with Rashee Rice or whatever.
Yeah, and then
but Worthy, man, he looks good. So,
yeah, he does, and that's
Would you keep Worthy or would you keep Keon Coleman if you had them both on your team, like someone does? I could keep them both, but
well, I think that for like fantasy football, you mean?
Fantasy football, yeah, next year.
Oh man. For fantasy football at this point, I'd probably keep Coleman. Just because you don't know what's going to happen with Amari Cooper. I think doesn't Shakir, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure his contract situation. So that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And then Coleman will be a second year or whatnot. But like in terms
Cooper's
of like
gone, yeah. I'm saying Cooper's gone for sure. So.
Okay. But like in terms of like just playmaking ability or whatnot, Xavier, I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean, then like just like game planning for him or whatnot, because he's a speedy guy, like and around this, that, you know what I mean? There's no like burners really with Buffalo. But I guess I'll say Coleman if I had to choose between the two for fantasy. How about you?
Right. I don't know, man.
Let's go keep trade cut.
I was trying to help you.
Oh, you're trying to help me?
Whoever you try to help me. I have that scenario, but I can keep both of them. But
yeah,
I think the other guy I was going to keep is the Bengals running back. What the hell is his name?
you have a hard on for it, Brown?
Yes, Chase Brown.
Yeah.
So I was going to keep him and then either Keon Coleman or Xavier Worthy. But I mean, could keep both of them.
That's Xavier's. Yeah, he's valued higher in keep trade cut.
Really? Okay.
Xavier's. So we have here super flex on, just regular time premium off. Xavier Worthy's 21, Coleman's 36 right now. But Coleman hasn't really turned up. I mean, he hasn't really. It's still just potential. So
yeah, the only thing that worries me about Worthy is Rashee Rice coming back. You know, and I think Marquise Brown signed like a 3-year deal, so he'll be back. And then you got Kelsey, and then the other tight Gray, like had a huge year. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Hopkins will be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming. So, I mean, they're going to find a way to make it work with whoever they got. So, there's a lot of weapons on the team, but I wouldn't mind having Worthy. Either way, I don't know.
What are your thoughts about the Eagles Washington Redskins game?
Oh, I thought the Eagles just fucking yeah, right. Just fucking Saquon Barkley, man, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a beast. That's what I was trying to think of today. Actually, I was like, Chiefs do they have a good run defense? They did, like, they shut down Cook. Barkley's on another level. The offensive line of Philly too. I could see Barkley being. If I could do a prop bet, I think I would take Barkley MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
You think so?
I think that would be my only MVP.
So then you're thinking the Eagles will win then?
I do think the Eagles will win, but but what you said though, like, don't bet against Pat Mahomes, is absolutely true. I still think the Eagles are a better team than the Chiefs, but Patrick Mahomes is the best player on the field. So it's hard, man. It's a hard game. It's a hard game to pick, to be honest.
It's a very hard game to pick. You know, and that's the thing too, because the Philadelphia, you look at their roster, their running backs, fantastic. Their receivers are fantastic. Like, their team is, the way it's built is an anomaly. Usually doesn't happen this way at all. You know what I mean? Fantastic receivers, running back, tight end, solid. Defensive and offensive line, solid. Just like, they're just a powerhouse team, you know? And then they have that stupid ass tush push shit. I hate that. I hate that so much. But like, then you go to Kansas City, though, you still have Spagnuolo, defensive play caller. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, you watch the game against Buffalo, it's just like the game of chess. Like, how at the end when they sent in the corner blitz, that's what threw Allen off.
Yep.
But I just feel like, and then Reed has 2 weeks to game plan. You know what I mean? He calls the plays. I mean, he's elite play caller. I mean, he'll find a way to keep the defense on their heels. And just like, it's gonna be a great game too, because I mean, they met a couple years ago too, and I remember in that game, if it wasn't for the Hurst throwing that one interception he did, that was a close game, and he threw the one pick, and that's what cost him. So I would not be surprised if all the Eagles won this game, but it's just like, roster wise, overall wise, Philadelphia has a better roster, but you know.
What do you think the over under for the amount of times Taylor Swift is going to be shown? I'll throw one out here.
Do
8
it.
times. 7.5. 7.5.
I think be under.
Under than that? Wow. So you're saying
you
7
think so?
times? I'm
7
going
times.
over 7. 7.5. I'm going
maybe 3 or 4.
At least 12 times.
You think so?
Well, you know what really matters though is if the Chiefs are doing good, and
or if it's a tight game or something. Yeah.
Yeah. If Kelsey has like 12 catches, for sure, every catch they're gonna pan over there. Like, oh,
yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But I think this will be a good game. I think Chiefs will pull it off because, I mean, I've always been a prisoner of the moment. I still remember last year when Mahomes was like doing his last drive against the Niners, and I said, like, if he gets this, he's the best of all time. And I did. I said that. I was like, definitely like prisoner of the moment, you know?
Yeah.
But like now, I mean, you can, especially if he wins this one, man. Three-peat, 4. Yeah. I mean, what is this? His 6th, 7th, or 8th year in a row? I can't remember. He's been in the AFC Championship.
I think it's at least 7. It might be his 8th in a row. Yeah.
It's nuts. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, I just like want to. It's fun. It is fun because that's the thing too. Like, I don't want to like just hate on like at the beginning with the Patriots or whatnot, I was like, oh, fuck them. I also want to appreciate the greatness. This is like the era of like the Chiefs or whatnot, and every era has like their own like dynasties or whatnot. Like what it was like the Steelers in the 70s, Packers in the 60s or whatnot. But now we're like in the age of social media and like people able to interact a lot more, and like everything's just somewhere out there. Like there's news constantly pushing your face. Like this appreciate it. So
yeah,
if they win, that'll be awesome for them. But if they lose, oh well. Go back home. Fucking care, really.
Yeah, that's true. I don't care either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You're gonna take the over. I think the over for points is like 48.5.
Oh, geez. 48.5.
It's either 48 or 46.5. I just was looking at it.
If I had a bet, I'd probably say the over.
Yeah, I was saying over too. I never win on the under, dude. I don't think I've ever won betting the under for points ever.
I think last year I got lucky. Okay, that's what bet gambling is, and I did a.
No, it's all skill, dude. Shut up.
Yeah, right. I played. I parlayed the Chiefs to win and the under, and they I think they were like a half a point under. Like, so worked out.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. Should we move on to what do you want to do? Because we broke down some off-season stuff for our teams, both of our teams. All right, we could go into just a quick rundown of sports real quick. Let's go around. Which one do you want to do?
Let's see here.
Want to go to our off-season, or you want to go to
pull up our notes?
The whole rundown of old Timberwolves, Wild, Twins news.
We can do a rundown, then do our stuff. You think?
Yeah, I like that.
Let's party. Save the best for last.
It's been a while. Yeah, we'll just cut through this stuff and get to the good stuff afterwards.
Let's do it, baby.
What do we got here? We need a twin sound.
Here come the Wolves.
Oh, jeez. Sneeze. Timberwolves. They're playing right now, actually. You know what was funny? They're up 22-6. I was listening to it on the way home from happy hour. Timberwolves were up 22-6, and then by the time I got home, they're up like 22-20.
Oh yeah, that's the way it goes. It's nuts, dude. How that works out,
dude. Yeah, the NBA is fucking terrible. Let's take a look where they're at. Oh, it's tied 82-82 right now.
That's about right.
Third quarter, they're playing the Chicago Bulls. The Timberwolves rattled off some wins, though, Trent. I don't know if you were paying attention.
No, I was not.
For like one day, we were in the top 5 in the Western Conference, and then we lost against the worst team in basketball, Washington. What are they? The Wizards now? They beat the Washington Wizards. Have 6 wins this season only, and
really
they beat the Timberwolves by 2 points. Yeah,
that's a kick in the gonads, dude.
Yep. Then we lost our last game, who I forgot it was against, and now we're tied with Chicago, who's basically phoned it in this year. But we like to keep it close here. The Timberwolves are 27-23, which is 6th in the West. We were on a little hot streak there. We beat some good teams. We beat Denver, Atlanta. They're struggling though. There's a couple other decent teams we beat, and we could have beat the worst team in basketball. And then even the last game that we lost, I forget who we played, but we lost that too. Embarrassing. 2 winnable games we should have won. I think it was Sacramento. But anyways, so we were 6-4 in our last 10, which was like 8-2 for a while there, but then we dropped those 2. Let's see. Julius Randle got hurt. He has a groin injury, which I haven't heard of many groin injuries in the NBA, right?
I guess I don't really know. I mean, you think they'd be more common. Groin injuries suck. I hate groin injuries, dude. They're the worst.
I can only imagine being NBA. Like, you constantly have to run, so he's probably out for a while.
Sounds like absolute hell.
tomorrow's the trade deadline, and we want to trade him, but nobody wants him. So I think we're stuck with him. We're stuck with our team. What a disaster. Speaking of trades, dude, holy shit. Yeah, we just talked about that. Jimmy Butler just got traded to Golden State. Pair up with Steph Curry. Luka trade?
Yeah,
I couldn't fucking believe that.
I saw middle of Saturday night.
Yeah, I saw Anthony Davis get traded, and I was like, okay, well, to the Dallas, and I read through it, and I'd missed Luka's name, and I was like, okay, why did they do this trade? This is weird. And then I look back, and Luka, he was in the fucking NBA Finals. He's 25 years old. He's one of the best players in the league.
I know.
Dude,
all pro every year.
Is rigged completely, clear as day. Why wouldn't they shop? They could. They got Anthony Davis, who's been injury prone his entire career, 32 now years old.
Yeah.
And like Max Christie, who sucks, and some other shitty player, and a first round pick for the best player, arguably the best player, top 3 best players in basketball.
Yeah.
For complete shit back. Like,
I know, they didn't shop around either. Like you said, it just happened like during middle of the night Saturday. I had to get up. I was checking on one of the kids. I was looking at my phone. What the fuck? It's like, what the hell? It's so odd.
I do no idea. So the Lakers, they're ahead of the Timberwolves now in the Western Conference, by the way, too. They're like 29. And
oh, seriously?
Yeah, so now they got one of the best players in basketball. And funny, he was hurt for like a month. Was supposed to be out a month. Now he's healthy, so he'll be back. He'll be playing, and the Lakers are going to be there for forever now. I mean, he's 25 years old. He's a pillar of any organization, and the Lakers got him for fucking Anthony Davis, who is hurt just as much. And a first-round pick, basically, and Max Christie was a throw-in player, but he's got bench player.
Yeah,
insane. It's insane. I don't know
much
about basketball, but that is for one of the. And you compare that to what the Timberwolves gave up to get Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves traded like 8 first-round fucking picks for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
and. Fucking got Anthony Davis. It's in a first round pick.
It's nuts.
Embarrassing, dude.
I didn't even think about the Gobert trade. You're right. When you think about it like that, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these trades too, like way more for way less of a. Granted, Luka is kind of a bitch and like annoying and a whiner and stuff, but he'll fit right in with LeBron. So. Weird.
That's funny.
Weird, Trent.
That is fucking weird.
We need a wild sounder too. What's a wild make? The Minnesota Wild. What does the Wild make? What kind of sound does what a terrible name for a sports team. We're the Minnesota Wild. We're the wild. We're wild. We're the wildlife.
Just hating on here. We're wildlife. Is that what that was supposed to be?
Stupid. God, who picked that fucking name? We couldn't have paid like the North Stars and been like, hey, let's get the North Stars back here. You guys can have the Dallas fucking Cowboys or Marshalls or something Dallas related. No, well, I mean, I guess the Dallas Stars does make sense. I'll give them that, but
yeah,
the fucking Minnesota North Stars, dude. What a great name that was, and a jersey. Oh, so. Anyways, they're struggling. I think they lost last night, so they're 30. They did lose last night, actually, 0-3 to Boston. So we're 31-19, which is 5th in the West, might be 6th now. 3rd in the Central. We're slumping. Kirill Kaprizov, Trent, what do you think about this? So he was hurt for like a month, right? Lower body injury. He missed a lot of games, month and a half. Came back, played 2 games, I think it was. Then they put him on long-term injury reserve and did a surgery on this nagging lower body injury. Of course, they won't tell us.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guess is that it's a hernia that he had, and he was just going to try to play through it. But he already missed a month. So instead of doing the surgery right away, he was like going to try to gut it out. So now he's out for at least another month. But the good thing with NHL right now, they go on like a 2-week break. So he'll really only miss 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks. That's assuming he's coming back and going to jump right in the lineup.
Yeah.
So instead of doing the surgery right away, they had him rehab and come back and try to play through it. It seemed like to me, this is what I hate about the NHL. I get it though, because you can really target injuries in the NHL. If you know the guy's got a bad knee,
yeah,
you're going to be taking sticks to the knee on accident. So yeah, he's out, but everybody else is healthy now. I think we got Brodeen back last night and another guy. Everybody is healthy except for Kaprizov, and then Ryan Hartman got a 10-game suspension, which I should have took the video and we could have showed the video that why he got the 10-game suspension. It's pretty funny.
What do you do?
He was on a face-off. He's got a history of being suspended, so that's why it was so much too. He was doing a face-off and he like hooked the guy's leg with his leg and then put his forearm in the back of the guy's head and smashed it into the ice.
Are you serious? Push him down?
He like busted his face and started bleeding immediately. The guy had to take off. He clearly did it on purpose.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 10-game suspension, which is like one of the highest suspensions given out in the NHL ever.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah, he's had a history. He's kind of a hothead.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, he kind of pisses me off. He does piss me off because he got a pretty decent contract extension. He has never, because he had a really big year one year. But now, whatever. Anyways, he's suspended. So the Wild I think we just picked up somebody today, actually, some scrappy fucking player that will fill in here and there. But Kaprizov's out still. He's going to be out. We're just trying to hold on right now. You can clearly tell. I want to make the playoffs. It'd be fun to go to a playoff game, That'd be something to do.
Well, hell yeah.
We'll see. I mean, 31, 18, and 4. Realistically, if you get to like 40 wins, you should be in the playoffs pretty close. Like you're pretty close to making it. Probably 45, you're guaranteed, but we'll take it. We'll see. Twins news, Trent. A lot of Twins news happened these last couple weeks. Even today.
I haven't even looked.
Yeah, a lot. We'll start with the Twins TV deal. So they announced the TV deal. It's going to be $100 a year. Would you pay that?
$100. You know what? If I was an avid Twins fan and I watched them, like, what's it cost for?
It's either $100 a year or $20 a month. So,
well, I would probably do it.
Yeah.
Do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I have to. I guess. I'd rather. I guess if you buy like a season ticket package with them, like a 20 game or something, you get it for 50% off, which is kind of cool. That's a good idea, to be honest. And honestly, dude, I would do, if they should just give it for free. If you get season tickets, you should just get the pass for free or whatever it is.
I mean, honestly, I would agree with that.
So that's happening. Yeah, I'll get it. You can steal it.
Well, because what? Let's see here. Because I heard too. Like, do you ever talk about that? How was it? DraftKings or what was it? FanDuel?
Yeah, FanDuel. Yep.
FanDuel channel.
Sports Network.
Yeah. That's what it is now.
Yeah, that's what the Wild are on, and Timberwolves. Wild and Timberwolves are on that. But they did not. That was the former, like, that bank that company went bankrupt, Valley, and then FanDuel bought it. So
that's why it happened. Okay.
Yeah, and the Twins went this route because other teams have went this route. Some teams re-upped with FanDuel, but I think this is a good idea. I guess you can. It said you can get it through your cable channels too, but I'm guessing you have to pay extra for it. And satellite, I think I saw. I should have read that whole article so I could have been more informative. But either way, like, the MLB.TV deal. It's going to be twins.tv. You just log onto a browser, your phone, the app or whatever. You pay.
All right.
It's just like any other streaming service, basically.
Okay.
$100 a year. I'll do it. It is annoying. I remember
they fucking nickel and dime it. It's crazy how it is nowadays, man.
Yeah, I remember back
FS1
when I was in, like, high school. Yeah, FS1.
Fox Sports North.
They would have games on regular TV though too in the Twin Cities. They'd have them like on channel 45 or 29 or some shit.
It's nuts. It's sad too. It just sucks, dude.
It is sad. Fuck, the MLB sucks so much.
It's
because terrible.
Didn't they even? Are the Wolves like? Aren't they back on like Care 11 and shit like that sometimes? Or is that not this year? Or is that coming up? I pull out of my ass.
Yeah, you pulled that out of your ass. Probably.
It's very possible. It was some Minnesota team.
It might be. Well, they're whenever they get major primetime games.
Yeah. I don't know. It was some Minnesota team was good.
Yeah, could be. The Twins actually made some signings, Trent.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they signed Danny. I've heard this name pronounced many ways. It's like Colombe or Colombe or Cologne. He played for the Twins before. 35-year-old lefty reliever. He played with the Twins, I think it was like 2001 to 2023. He had a 2.92 ERA and 49 and a third innings. He was pretty decent. Like that for a lefty, that's not bad, right? It's not terrible. That was in like 2 years, a year and a half. I think we traded him to Baltimore, 2003. He had a really good season the next year with Baltimore, 2.81 ERA, 58 strikeouts, and 51 and a third innings pitched. Solid. That was when Baltimore, I think, won like over 100 games too.
Okay.
Great year for them. Last year, he had a 2.12 ERA. Started off really hot. Got hurt, though. He blew his elbow. Or not, I don't think he blew his elbow. He hurt his elbow or shoulder or something. I can't remember. He only pitched 29 and 2/3 of an inning. So older reliever, but we needed a lefty out of the bullpen. So he's going to slide right in. He's guaranteed a bullpen spot. We needed a lefty. So that was a good sign. I actually like that. And then today, just now, actually, a few hours ago, we signed Harrison Bader. He's a former Gold Glove outfielder. You play anywhere in the outfield. He'll be a good option, 4th, 5th outfielder for us. I like it. Good signing. I
like that.
We had talks with him a couple years ago trying to trade for him and stuff, but
it's cool. Isn't his dad Master?
I think that's true. Yes, Master is his father's name. What's his last name? Bader. Yeah, Master Bader. Yeah, that is accurate. You're right, Trent. I knew you know some sports for sure.
You know some sports. I'm a sports almanac. That's what I am right there.
Yeah, I like that signing though. So
good.
The Twins, they also have been rumored in some big trades with some starting pitchers. This is all happening this last couple weeks since we last talked. Actually,
why do you think that is?
I don't know. That's kind of what they did a couple years ago. Like we really waited till the last minute to like put together our team. I think it might just be the market the way it goes. I mean, I don't know. I've also heard that the Twins are trying to sell the team, right? The poll ads are.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make it look appealing, right? You want to have your team looking good. And a couple like Dylan Cease from San Diego Padres has been rumored with the Twins. And he's been like a top 5 Cy Young candidate the last 3 years. Pretty good pitcher, solid pitcher. He'd probably easily slide in as our number 2 starter.
Mm-hmm.
The Twins aren't that bad. I was looking at them. The whole problem is health. Dude, yeah. Buxton, if he can stay healthy, Royce Lewis, our boy.
Yeah. That's right.
Those guys
hanging.
Stay healthy, might have a chance. Luis Castillo from Seattle, he's another solid starting pitcher, but he has like a 3-year deal left. This is Cease's last year with San Diego, so it'd be like a 1-year rental basically. because the next year she's going to get huge money. But this year we could definitely use him because why not? We have fucking, I don't know, whatever. Luis Castillo, solid too, though. It would be nice to get him, but I don't know. He has 3 years left and like $60 or $70 million left. I don't know. We're kind of cheap, so I don't know if that'll happen. But it's nice to actually hear that we're in the rumor mill.
Yeah.
Instead of like this whole offseason, we haven't done shit. Besides this week, dude, we've signed that lefty reliever and Harrison Bader, so making some moves. I like it.
Just all of a sudden. Well, shit, dude, yeah. Normally the Twins news is, nothing.
It's been nothing for
that's
a long
nice.
time.
Yeah, it has been. That's great. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
$100. Sons of bitches. But if you like watching Twins, though, I mean, like, it's not a bad deal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse. I mean, can you imagine, like, back in the day, wasn't cable like $100 a month or something? Probably still is now. I don't know why I said back in the day, but
I think Henry, shut up.
Shh. Kick that cat out.
Oh God, I can't. He's so old. If I kick him, he'll fucking die.
It's fucking poof.
Just poof. No, but what was I saying here? Yeah, dude, I don't even know what cable. Well, what was it when we can? Yeah, probably around $100 or something. Yeah, well, like 40 or $50, you know, back like when it was just cable, and like I said, like it was nice, you know, had the Twins on, you know, the Fox Sports 1, or I keep saying Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports North. I think it said then like on. Were they on Mine 29 sometime? Let me pull out my ass.
Yeah.
They were like that kind of stuff too, you know.
Yeah.
But I pulled something out also earlier in the show. He called me out for, but I remember that Mine 29 one. So
yeah, Mine 29.
You know.
Well, Trent, should we
Go, Pack, go!
I think we should go back.
Skål Vikings, let's win this game. Skål Vikings, honor.
Beautifully done. Was that all planned? That was great. That was great. I love the show prep. Top of it all night.
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna interview you, Trent.
Do it.
Because we both broke down. You know what sucks?
What's that?
I don't know if this sucks, but I'm just gonna point this out though.
What's that?
Because I've been seeing articles now. I wrote what my team's needs and who I wanted to sign before, like 2 weeks ago now. And since then, like the next day, there's been articles like Vikings offseason needs and who the Vikings should target and all this stuff. So now I feel like I'm ripping off them. But no, I had this planned out and you had yours planned out before that. So these fuckers are ripping us off. They stole our Google Docs.
It must be it. It's not secure. This is bullshit.
Yes. It's out there for everybody. But we got some Packers and Vikings off-season. What should we call this? Projections, wants, needs.
Yes. Some news.
What us professional
just
sports
giggles.
Talk podcast talkers.
What we're paid to do. This is what we're paid to do right here, folks.
What we're paid to do. We're in the future. We're going to look back on this episode, and if the Packers and Vikings suck next year, that's because they didn't do anything we told them to do.
Yes.
We're going to send it into them.
Yeah, or they did, and we're going to delete the episode.
Yes, the opposite. No, we're not going to delete. No, that makes
wipe
us
it clean.
look even better. So we're like, they took our ideas. We should.
I meant if they sucked because of us.
Right. Yeah. Yes, that's true. We'll delete the episode.
Yes, that's true. That's awesome.
We'll delete the episode. That's the name of the episode.
We'll delete the episode. Pete Alonso, Cavs. Oh, sorry. So got some breaking news here. Nothing important. Nothing important.
Yeah, the NBA trade deadline. It's happening.
Yeah.
All right, Trent. We'll start with the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. So A lot of my notes are from a couple weeks ago, but they're still relevant to today.
Yeah,
so
because I didn't know about them.
Yeah. So there was talk about Halfley being the possible coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, that's not going to happen because someone else took the job. Was it Aaron
Defensive
Glenn?
coordinator?
Yeah. Well,
no, the Jets.
Yeah. There was talk about him. He interviewed for the job. Remember, or they wanted to bring him in, but no
Jets?
need, nothing to worry about. Yeah, there was a possibility.
Oh, okay. You said Baltimore.
Oh no, I meant the Baltimore Jets. No, sorry. No, I meant the New York Jets. My fault. I'm sorry.
Great start.
Off to a great start. We'll edit that part. No, but he'll be back. Be back in Green Bay. Thank you, Jesus, because I think he did a fantastic job last year. First year with the unit of boys he got. I'm just going down the list here. Quarterback
top
coach.
5 defense.
Yeah, top 5 defense. Yes, sir. Quarterback coach Tom Clements retiring after 14 years with Green Bay.
I saw that.
Yeah, he worked with all three. He was with Green Bay 14 years overall. He worked with Favre for a little bit, Rodgers, and then Love. Yeah, he bounced around the league a little bit as well, but obviously he knows what he's doing. So,
yeah.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes after this, but DL coach Jason Rebrovic, let go, was outside linebacker coach and pass rush specialist under Joe Barry. So he sucked. In other words, fuck him. I'm glad he's gone.
Yep.
Their pass rush was shaky all season. It was going to be a bigger strength than it was, especially with Rashawn Gary. I was hoping he would step up even more. He didn't really. Yeah. Van Ness, they drafted him the first year in the first round, not this year, but last year, and he didn't really live up to what I was hoping would be. It's part of the reason why they let go of or they trade away Preston Smith for what they get, 7th round or whatever it was, or I don't even remember what it was. Oh, Pittsburgh. But it was shaky all season. Despite being tied for 6th in the league in sacks, 46, that unit had its fair share of difficulties. Rashawn Gary led the team with 7.5 sacks, but no other player had more than 4.5 sacks, which is not acceptable. It's not good at all. You brought him up earlier too in the year. Kenny Clark, how you call him the Viking killer in the middle of the field. And he signed a big contract before last year, back in July, I think it was. Yeah, it was here. 3 years, $64 million. Underwhelming year. 37 total tackles, 1 sack. Van Ness just didn't step up, like I said. 33 total tackles, 6 tackles for loss. Like it's supposed to be Van Ness and then Gary, like are the main guys on the outsides, and it just didn't work out. I'm really hoping that this offseason or the draft or whatnot. There's a lot of big names out there, but
yeah, you just have a lot of picks too.
Yeah, well, I think it's just 7. I'm gonna write it down. I think it's 1.
Oh, really?
I didn't compare. Oh my god! I only had 2 weeks of show prep, Brant. Well, either way.
For some reason, I thought you guys had a lot. But
Packers have a few needs. Personally, edge rushers. I think pass rush. They need pass rushers, and they need a stud. They need a number 1 receiver. Like, I won't mind them bringing in someone, making a move for someone. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Right now, the free agency, like, T. Higgins is the number 1, free agent available, if you want to look at it that way.
Is that who you want, though?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind them making a play to bring Devontae back, but I don't think that will happen.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Well, I think part of it, too, is it depends on what happens with Rodgers and the Jets. Because if Rodgers stays with the Jets, I can see Devontae wanting to stay there as well. I could see, and he actually did have a post within the last week on Instagram. Devontae Adams did. It was a picture of his shoes. He was wearing green and yellow shoes, of course. You know what I mean? So, and he's made comments in the past. It was last year, the year before, saying how he likes Love. So, And then they do need help, though. I mean, and it's funny too because even today, Josh Jacobs, he made a comment, or he was interviewed, and he was saying how he's pretty vocal. Josh Jacobs is, and he says, I try to talk to the guys, I do what I can, I'll talk to Max Crosby and Myles Garrett and say, hey, you should come on over, kind of thing, and like Devontae too, because they play together when they were in Vegas, But yeah, so we're gonna see how it all plays out with them. I mean, I don't know. I would love to see him. I wouldn't mind seeing Devontae back at all. But back to that post, it was funny because Jacob said that stuff or whatnot. Like we need a true number one receiver. It was funny. I was kind of surprised he said that. You know what I mean? And then Wicks, of course, the Dontavian comments from Instagram, and then like a laughy face and a thumbs down. I'm like, Wicks, you pissed me off last season, Dontavian. You gotta step it up, man. I tell you that right now because he's like, I don't know. The unit though, like they need some oomph. They need something. So
T. Higgins is on your. What about Cooper Kupp? Did you see
Cooper Kupp
being?
I would love to have Cooper. I mean, it all depends on the price and the compensation, because I mean, Cooper, he's what 31, 30. Like all these guys have like injury issues. That's the thing, like Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
I mean, these last couple of years, and T. Higgins, like when you watch him play, he's fantastic, dude. He's fun to watch, but you got to make splashes though too. You got to make splashes. T. Higgins is solid. I wouldn't mind having T. Higgins at all. Honestly, I said Devontae, but T. Higgins would be fun to have.
It looks like they can franchise tag Higgins. So I see Chris Godwin.
Yeah,
Marquise
Chris
Brown.
Godwin.
I lied about Hollywood Brown. I thought he signed a 3-year deal. It was just a 1-year deal. 28.
It was just a 1-year deal?
Yeah, he's out there. Amari Cooper, Keenan
Amari.
Allen.
Yeah, all the old guys.
Hopkins, Josh Palmer, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon's another one. You're looking at over the cap there.
Deontay Johnson, Elijah Moore.
Oh, Deontay, he's a fucking fun one to have. He's been on, 18 different teams? He's like... he's something else. But yeah, no, I don't know what... Yeah. I want Green Bay to do something. I would love to see him do something. I don't know what it is, honestly, at this point. I don't know what they're...
To be honest with you, it's kind of a shitty year for receivers. Besides T. Higgins and Devontae Adams, like...
Because even Devontae, I think it's like he has like a year left in his, or 2 years left in his deal.
Yeah, he's got to be cut, it says, so... To be
yeah,
unless you guys make a trade for Kupp or somebody, so...
And it's like you said, Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins.
You guys might be shit out of luck this year, but
I mean, yeah, it's part of the reasons why. I mean, Higgins didn't want to sign anything because he knew, like,
yeah, he's the top dog by far.
Yeah, for sure. So I would like to see him make a move for receiver. We'll see what it is. And another thing too is that Watson, he stepped up big time this year at receiver. He did a great job. He stayed healthy too, but until he got just wrecked, and now he's gonna miss most of next year. He's gonna miss most next year, if not all next year. So more reason to get more receiver help. But
career-wise,
yeah.
What else do you guys need? Anything? You guys are pretty stout right now.
For the most part.
How do you think of Xavier Kinney? He started off on fire, right? And then didn't do much the rest of the year. Did you guys like that signing last year?
Oh, I loved it. I still think it's fine. I think I love having him on the field or whatnot. I'm more curious to see what happens with Jair. Like if they restructure his contract or something, and they can kind of use like the leverage, the fact that he's been sucking ass and missing so many games. Because he signed a big contract a few years ago. For a while, he was the top 8 cornerback in the game, and he hasn't been living up to it. I think that they also need for cornerbacks. I think was it Stokes last year as well. But cornerbacks and edge rushers is just like always the same thing with the Packers. I'm happy with the safety position. with Green Bay.
You guys are solid there.
Yeah, I'm confident in that. It's just the
It says you
outside.
have $42 million in cap space this year. So
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, and it's nice too because like Rodgers' contract, like the dead money or dead cap, all that stuff like that, that's off this year as well. So that helps out more, big time. So,
Ooh, yeah. Who's your any big free agents for you guys? Or not really. You got the youngest team in football, so
yeah, still technically, yeah.
Jordan Love. Just kidding.
Jordan. And I was gonna
These are updated contracts. Yeah, Jahir. What do you think? He's gonna be back?
I think he'll be back. I do.
And do you guys even have any free agents this year? Damn. You guys
I feel
barely
like
have any
Myers,
free agents. Yeah.
center. I mean, and then
Yeah, you don't have much.
Yeah,
You guys are sitting pretty good. Your team's all intact. Your team's coming back basically. So
yeah, they just need more pieces, if they want to make a true push.
And then still happy
I think
with
Aaron's,
Love. Or are you worried about him at all? Because
I'm not really worried about him yet. I'm not worried about him yet. It's still, are you?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I thought he was gonna get. It seemed. I don't know. It just was weird to me the way he looked at the end of the year.
He thought he'd keep on progressing, and just like last year, he just finished off the year. He was a monster. Like this year, he wasn't.
It probably was. He didn't have to pass right much. He could hand it off. Maybe that hurt him a little bit.
There might be part of it,
or something.
Yeah, maybe he hurt his groove and his rhythm, and he just didn't. Like it's so helpful to have just a stud receiver, dude, in the league. Like there were so many times. Like I love Wicks, I really do, but like he has so many opportunities, like in playoffs too. Like all the other guys got injured, and he was like the last receiver too. Like to like make plays and step up. Like when you have just a stud receiver, man, it helps out so much. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like a true just fucking stud. So they got
That's all I've ever had.
Yeah, that's what I have a receiver. That's what the Vikings have. That's true. So, but yeah, so I mean that's pretty much that sums up for the Packers. I mean, and I don't know if you saw it or not. It made me laugh here. I posted the article from yeah, we have a lot of notes in this one, man. Holy smokes!
Who do you want to target for your first? Let's say your first round pick. What would you want ideally? What do you got? The 24th pick or something? I saw. I think
somewhere around there.
I think it is.
I haven't looked that hard at the draft yet because you've done some digging. You've done some digging. I would like
a
either.
little bit, not much.
I would like
draft wise.
I would like some like edge on defense, man. Edge rusher. Like honestly,
yeah.
That's what I would say. Yeah. So that, or I mean, if there's a receiver there that they're like enough, I wouldn't mind that either, honestly. But that doesn't happen really with Green Bay ever.
Is the Tush Push ban? Is that what you're gonna talk about?
Yes, there it is. Where I put that. There it is.
Who wants it?
No, he hasn't. Mark Murphy, the Packers president. Well, he won't be much longer, but he fucking hates it, and I agree with him because it is. Really? Do you like Tush Push? Do you like it?
No, I hate it, but it's totally legal. I feel like.
Well, it's funny because like this is what he said here, and Mark Murphy, he has a reputation. He's very honest. Like when reporters ask him stuff, sometimes he'll let stuff slip because he's honest.
Yeah.
So they asked him. He said he's not a fan of the play in this week's monthly column at Packers.com. I'm not a fan of this play about the Tush Push. I'm not a fan of this play. There is no skill involved and is almost an automatic first down on plays of a yard or less. The series of plays with the Commanders jumping off sides in an NFC Championship game to try to stop the play was ridiculous. The referee even threatened to give the Eagles an automatic touchdown if the Commanders did not stop it. I would like to see the league prohibit aiding the runner quarterback on this play. There used to be a rule prohibiting this, but it is no longer enforced because I believe it was thought to be too hard for the officials to see. The play is bad for the game, and we should go back to prohibiting the push of the runner. This would bring back the traditional quarterback sneak. That worked pretty well for Bart Starr and the Packers in the Ice Bowl. I know, right? Yeah, I throw that in there. No, I'm gonna say like, but you remember like in the because that's true. Like, was the late '90s, early 2000s, or whatever it was. Like, it was always like you couldn't aid the runner, you couldn't push like the guy or whatnot.
I never knew that, to be honest.
Well, I just remember it because like then I do remember that, and they have been talking about it. I heard Brady Quinn talk about it too. And like if you watch all these games too, like even like it's not just a tush push either. Just like in general, like the guys they push their own dudes now. You know what I mean? Like they fucking just push them in the end zone, you know, which is fun when it's your guy. So, I get it, but this tush push, man, it's so stupid. And like, do you remember that series against the Commanders?
Yeah,
like
the jumping off sides.
Yeah, because like they had everyone. It was ridiculous. You know what I mean?
You know, the weird thing is that it worked for the Chiefs against the Bills. That was kind of like the biggest red flag for me for the Bills, like the head coaching there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, but every time they tried it, Chris Jones or whoever was up front jumped the snap count every time.
Yeah.
Like that's why they didn't score. They didn't even get that, even on that fourth down, the controversial play.
Yeah.
Dude, he knew the snap count. He knew exactly everything, and he was jumping off the ball. Like he was. It was insane. You could watch it over and over again. You could watch every time they did the tush push.
Yeah,
and they tried it a lot in that game, and they couldn't do shit because Chris Jones blew up the left guard every time.
That's some hope. I mean, he's gonna have to like do that again. Like I don't.
Yeah, but that was the difference with Philly though, because they knew like at least Philly would do a hard count or something. And Philly was at home.
They mix it up. Yeah,
Bills were on the road, which I get that portion. But if you see it, like whoever was calling the game for the Philly or not Philly, it was Romo and Nance. Mm-hmm. And Romo was like, yeah, they're jumping the snap every time. They know the count. They know the cadence. They know the.
He was right.
Yeah, switch it up. And Buffalo still didn't do it, even on that big play that they needed. That's terrible coaching. So
that's part of it. Yeah.
Some of the fans get on their head coach hard there, and it's New York, it's East Coast, they're shitty fans. Everybody on the East Coast is shitty fans, they're shitty people. The whole East Coast could fall off the edge of the cliff of the world, and I would blink an eye. But anyways, the coach, I can see the argument there being pissed off, like especially on that, dude. It was clear as day, like they knew. Chris Jones knew the cadence every time he blew up that left guard, and it happened on the goal line too. It was insane that they didn't try to switch it up. But fuck the East Coast. That's what I'm trying to get at. But where we going? I don't know. What happens? This is what I was going to ask you with the whole pushing players. It happens when, like, sometimes they stop the running back and then all of a sudden the offense linemen run up behind him and they push him for, like, another 10, 20 yards. Are we eliminating that then, too? We're done with that as soon as...
Wow, see, that's the thing. For me, it's a tush push, man. I hate the tush push.
Just that?
Get out of the game. Just a tush push. That's what I think.
Well, the pushing of player, like, that's where you're going to have to really... We're going to have to figure out the rule here.
No, I get it.
Clear. Maybe just the quarterback you can't do it to or something. I don't know. But then what happens if they run the tight end there and they try it?
I don't know. It's just like,
so I don't know.
To me, it's just stupid because like they push so much about like player safety and like concussions, this and that. Yeah. And then it's just like a big rugby scrum. It's not a football. It's like an NFL play. You know what I mean? And obviously it's like Jalen Hurts. Everyone talks about how strong he is, his squatting, this or that. You know what I mean? Like he's what makes it work, you know. And I thought that when Kelsey left, it wouldn't be as good as it was, but it's still working just fine.
Yeah.
So, and I heard it's funny too, because I heard someone say that, God, what was it? I can't remember the point I was going to make, but anyway, I'll see if I can remember for later.
Yeah. I know I actually like some of the rugby plays that do happen now, especially the Chiefs and the Lions were doing some of those hook and ladders and stuff. You throw it down to Kelsey or whoever, he catches it, and then the other guy's coming around. Those are great fucking design plays.
No, that's fun.
Lie,
yeah,
like,
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's like strategic and chess. I like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't been used more. And I'm surprised, even like you and I have watched a lot of rugby. There is a lot of times, dude, like if they do like a run out to the right, and if they had multiple guys where they could lateral it back and then take off running. I'm not if I was an offensive coordinator, I'm trying to figure out how to implement that because it's going to work. It will work until teams figure out how to stop it maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like those little laterals multiple times. The risk is though, dropping it. But some of these stupid fucking trick plays they do where you're already laterally back, then you throw it all the way across the field. That's fucking stupid right there. That's way more dumb than doing a little 3-yard like pitch behind you, you know? It's like, so if I was offensive coordinator, I'm drawing up some fucking crazy plays like that. A little screen play, then you can lateral it to. Wonder what the rules are. Like, can you lateral it to a lineman, or can you? Like, does it have to be an eligible receiver? But you're lateraling it though, so it's.
I think you have to run.
I don't know.
I don't know if you can can the lineman run? You mean?
Yeah, I know they can if it's a forward pass, right? If they catch it, they're not an eligible receiver. But if you're running down the field and you're say like the Lions, that offensive tackle, they like Siwa or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, like he's super athletic. What if he's out there and then they pitch it to him?
Honestly, I don't know about
backwards, that. If it's backwards, right? They can.
I think it'll be fine.
I think, yeah.
Because it's just like the final play of the game, like when they're playing desperation mode. You know, they give him a lateraling. I think that's legal as long. I think that would be.
I would be, if I was an offensive coordinator, I would be looking into some of these rugby, the laterals, because the difference is with rugby and football, the guys can block. Mm-hmm. In rugby, you can't block. You just gotta kind of get in the way. Well, you can't even do that, or else you get a yellow card or something.
Yeah, you gotta be like smart if you try.
Right?
I'm just standing here. Look at the sun,
but
man.
In football, dude, you fucking take out that guy that's running at you.
Yeah.
And I mean, clearly that's what they get the tush push from, and the and those hook and ladder plays that the Lions did, and Kansas City's done a ton of them with Kelsey throwing it back, and even Josh Allen has done it too. Like, it works. It does work. You got to have good timing for a lot of those plays. But I like the idea of bringing in some more, even if you just run out to the right with multiple running backs and you're lateraling it. I don't know. An option type play deal. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like it could be a thing down the road. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do.
We'll see.
Like Ben Johnson does that shit all the time. Start with Chicago. You know?
Yeah, that's new, right? Is that not new from our last conversation? Ben Johnson. I think we talked about it.
We might have.
I think it happened that just before.
Yeah, it was right before that. Tell me about the Vikings, man.
Vikings. I'll go quick here because I got a lot, but I have it down here pretty solid. Because Vikings off season, man, we got $57,942,543 to be exact.
17 cents.
According to overthecap.com. So there's a good website out there I found. I don't know how I found it. Probably just Google it. Yeah. So the Vikings, I think that's like one of the top 3 most free agent salary cap. So we do have a lot of free agents this off season. Our big ones: Harrison Smith, Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, Cameron Bynum, free safety, the guy who did all the sweet dances. Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, obviously, and Brian Murphy, who's in the or not the Hall of Fame game. Pro Ball. Did you watch any of the Pro Ball?
Fuck no, dude.
I didn't watch it. Damn.
So watered down now. There's they're like the 18th option in all positions. I don't care.
That's sick. Disgusting.
It is.
I can't believe that I even thought about it. Stephen Gilmore. He was a big signing this offseason. So basically our starting two corners are gone, or are free agents. Harrison Smith, like I said, that's it. But those are some pretty big names, right? What I would like to see, well, first of all, I think free agency happens before the draft, right? Or is it the other way? It's a draft then free agency. No, it's free agency first, then draft.
Free agency is in March, right?
Yes. All right. So I want to see him bring back Harrison Smith. Re-sign him, whatever it takes. That guy's taken so many pay cuts. I think he honestly he deserves to go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl. If he doesn't, I mean, I want him to win it here, obviously, but I will not blame him for leaving. He's took every year these last 3 or 4 years, 5 years. He's restructured his contract, took less money, and his performance has not diminished. He's been solid. He's a good player. He's smart. The older he's gotten, the smarter he is, and he's made. I don't know. I just love the guy. Great player. Good white guy.
Good white guy.
And I would bring back Aaron Jones because the running back. I was trying to look at the running back market here. Not very good. It's actually pretty fucking terrible, to be honest. Not like last year. There's some huge running back names last year.
Yeah, last year was fun.
Yeah, so there is really nobody. Aaron Jones is probably the best running back. Rico Dowell from Dallas is the second best running back. So that tells you how good the running back market is.
Yeah,
and the Vikings need running backs. So, and I would give Aaron Jones another year. Maybe I don't know. I'd just be fine with 1 year. But if he wants 2, fine. I don't think he's going to want that much. I think it will be reasonable. Cam Akers, bring him back again too. Solid backup player. He's a good guy. Everybody on the team likes him. He's one of those team guys, just like Aaron Jones. Good guy. Cameron Bynum. I like Cameron Bynum. He's a smart guy, but he's not very flashy. He's just solid, but he's not great. He's not terrible. He's just solid. Safety. If we bring back Harrison Smith, Cameron Bynum, and then Martellus, not Martellus. What's his name? Trent. Other safety. He plays everywhere. He makes tackles all over the field. Why can't I think of his name? Oh my God, this is gonna drive me nuts. Josh Metellus. I was close.
You're close. I was saying Martellus Bryant. So
bring back all the safeties. The problem with the Vikings, dude, we have four draft picks. We have a first round, a compensatory pick, I think at the end of the third round. Okay. 2 5th rounds. Those are the only draft picks we have.
Damn. Okay.
And Kwesi has been terrible at drafting, so I would be fine with trading every one of them for Myles Garrett, if possible. But I don't think Myles Garrett wants to come here. He wants to go to a Super Bowl team ready right away. And I'm not saying Vikings won fucking 14 games, but that question mark at quarterback is a huge problem. Mm-hmm. Daniel Jones, I would. This is it. Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones, basically. I'm not gonna be mad if they do bring back Sam Darnold, even though it's JJ McCarthy's team.
Yeah.
To me. So if we bring back Sam and we let him battle it out, and even if Sam Darnold wins, but if the Vikings lose 2 games right off the bat, it's everybody's going to be wanting JJ McCarthy. If we bring back Sam, it's going to be maximum is going to be 1 year deal. Daniel Jones backup. I've heard a lot of teams have interest in him. Raiders. I heard Aaron Rodgers Raiders too might be a sneaky one. These are my big ones, though. I'm going to let go, Trent. I'm going to let go of both of our corners. Stephen Gilmore, who's old. He's like 35 now or something. And Byron Murphy, pro baller. I just don't see the amount of money he's going to want. And I never liked him. He's been like, I don't know. He gets picked on a lot. He did make a lot of nice plays this year. But I just don't like him. I don't know if you ever had that feeling about guys. I don't know the guy obviously, but I just don't like him. So I'm gonna let him go.
Fuck him.
Yeah, our whole entire offensive line is coming back next year. So, which I hate 3 out of the 5 players. So that's I think we could get rid of Bradbury, cut his ass. I think we're going to cut Bradbury. We'll probably keep Brando. No, Brando I think is actually a free agent as well. No, I think he's got 1 year left anyways. All right, let's move on. So I'm going to move on to, so we re-signed Harrison Smith, Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, Cameron Byron, and Daniel Jones, and or Sam Darnold. So free agents, Trent. The Vikings need like a third receiver. We don't have draft picks, right? So we're gonna spend a lot of money in free agency, just like last year. And Kwesi he's been really good in free agency. I'll give him that. Terrible drafter, which is gonna kill us in the long run. KJ Osborne,
bring him
former
back.
Viking, bring him back. $2 million, $3 million deal. Not much money spent on him. We don't need it. We need a solid backup tackle. Because we got O'Neal, who's coming back, and Darashaw, who's coming off that injury. So we need somebody. And we're going. Oh, that's another guy I forgot to talk about that we're losing. Is the guy we traded for? Was it Cam? What the fuck was his name? You know what I'm talking about? Our left tackle that we traded for in the middle of the year. Cam. John. Why can't I think of these guys' names right now?
No, left tackle.
Cam Ward. No, that's not it. Oh, stupid.
You're not stupid, man. It's all good. Is Cam Robinson?
Yes, Cam Robinson. So he's going to be gone because we're not going to give him, because he's probably going to get like 20 million a year, for another team to start at left tackle. He's 31 too, not old. So we're going to get a solid backup tackle. Here's where I'm spending our money. We're cutting Bradbury, right? Because I'm sick of his fucking weak ass.
Mm-hmm.
Tell that to his face. He was sitting right next to me.
That's right.
So this is where like all these articles that came out after I did all this research. Drew Dahlman. I watched a lot of his tape. I actually saved some clips, but anyways, Drew Dahlman for Atlanta. He was like one of the top 3 centers run blocking last year. For Atlanta, he's young. He's like 26. Bigger center, physical. I want physical guys on my offensive line. Sign him. Give him what he wants. We'll give him 20 million. We'll say 15, 20 million. So that's a huge chunk of free agency. The next guy, Trey Smith, Kansas City. He's probably going to be the highest paid guard in football after this free agency, if he becomes a free agent, which I think he will. I don't think Casey has enough money to re-sign him. Give me Trey Smith. Put Dahlman, Trey Smith, Darashaw. I'm big on the front 5, dude. Front 4, both defense, offense. I don't think we're gonna do it. Obviously, like he wants a fuck ton of money. I would take it. I'd be fine with it. Young guy, both Drew. I want one of these guys at least. If I don't get fucking Trey Smith, I want Drew Dahlman. I want one of these top offensive linemen out there. I don't care where they play. They can play wherever. We'll move them to whatever. There's a Will Fries guard for the Colts. He's an alternative guy I was looking at. Solid player, good run blocker. Very physical, has a little mean streak. I like those type guys. So if we don't get Trey Smith, we don't get Drew Dahlman, I want Will Fries. I want one of these 3 at least, minimum. I'm going to be pissed if we don't get it. We have a ton of cap space.
Yeah.
So what are we going to fucking do?
Yeah.
Defensive tackle, Calais Campbell. I love that guy forever. Huge guy. We need a guy up the middle. Our defensive end, he can play. Because we run the 3-4. So
yeah,
versatile guy. He's old. He's gonna be like 38 next year, I think.
He's been around for a long ass time.
Yeah, he is.
His name.
He's a beast still, though.
Yeah.
He's a good fucking player. Hargrave, he played for the Eagles. He's like a pass rushing defensive tackle. Javon Hargrave. I would take one of those two for sure. Veteran guys, I feel like we're hitting on these veteran signings. You know, they come here, they can play. I think Campbell actually, maybe he didn't play with. Who's our fucking defensive coordinator? He's coming back next year. Everybody wanted him as a head coach. There's only one head coaching spot, by the way. New Orleans.
I was about to say Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin's coming back. But who do you think is going to win? Who do you think New Orleans is holding out for? It's got to be one of the coaches on one of these teams, right?
I don't know who the hell they're holding out for, honestly. That's a great question. I don't even know. Was it McCarthy? Did McCarthy talk to him too? Did he get any further at all?
McCarthy, but it's got what? Why wouldn't they sign McCarthy though? Like everybody else is filled, so it's got to be one of these Super Bowl.
Yeah, maybe.
Coaches.
God, who the hell is it? Did Kellen Moore interview? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's
Brian
right.
Flores.
I bet that's who it is. That's who it
Brian
is.
Flores you're talking about. But
yeah, Brian Flores, Vikings defensive coordinator.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like I heard Kellen Moore was one of the guys that interviewed for it.
He did. That's who it's going to be, guaranteed. I'd bet my life savings $2 on it. So. Yeah, I agree. Anyways, so Brian Flores is coming back because he's not getting the Saints job, or else he'd already taken it. So he'll be back. So the Vikings are coming back pretty much full strength coaching. Cornerback, this is another spot where we're going to spend money.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Yes, because we're losing both of our starting corner. We're losing Brian Murphy. We're losing Gilmore. So we got to go. We don't need any linebackers, thankfully. So we got Carlton Davis, the Lions. He had a huge game against Justin Jefferson. I don't really like him that much, but he was solid. Mike Hilton, slot cornerback, Cincinnati. He's been known around the league as a good slot cornerback. I remember him years ago being solid. Javarius Ward, 49ers, starting cornerback. He got hurt this year, though. Not his best year. He's a big body. I remember I don't know. I'm saying we sign all these guys. Mike Lyon, sign them all. So if we don't get Ward, J.D. Reed from the Jets, we're dropping a lot of money on corners, to be honest. Yeah. That's the guys I want. Safeties we're good at, especially at their re-signing of Harrison Smith, Bynum, and we got Metellus still. And we got some other good, like both our backup safeties, besides those three I just named, are good players too. They're really good players. So we're really good at safety. We need help at corner, offensive line, defensive line. That's our biggest needs. And quarterback. JJ's coming in though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Mr. JJ.
If they release Adam Thielen, sign his ass, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, the Vikings have the pick right after the Packers. That's funny. We have the 24th pick. You have the 23rd pick.
Good stuff.
I'll say if one of those running backs are still there with the first pick, 24th overall, Boise State guy or Arizona State or Iowa guy.
You think he'll be there?
I don't know, dude. Because running backs, until this year, they've been getting shit on, right? So
yeah,
who was it? Was there even a first round running back last year? Who was the big running backs, rookies? Well, I can't even think of. Charlotte, Panthers, Brooks, right?
You got him in second round too, yeah, because his knee was messed up.
He was like,
I think it was the first one taken. Yeah, he was in the second round. What was Bijan? Robinson was taken the first round. Was that 2 or 3 years ago though? Now. Yeah,
that was a while ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, they're more rare for sure. You're right.
So I don't know. But after last year with the Packers, like all these running backs had great years.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I'm saying. If one of them's left, snipe them up. But
Yeah.
I honestly think so. I want to say like trade the 24th pick and get like 2 second rounds and a third or something, some shit like that, or like 2 thirds and a fourth, like get a bunch of picks for it. But I have negative faith in our Kwesi for drafting guys. He hasn't hit on one player yet.
Yeah.
Maybe JJ McCarthy, maybe Dallas Turner fucking sucked compared to, he was solid, but he wasn't even I can't say he's solid because compared to other rookies, and he was that high of a pick, he should be a stud. Like he should have been.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was scheme, style, or else he just isn't good. So I don't know. I don't trust Kwesi. Everybody he's drafted has been pretty much fucking terrible. So that's what I'm saying. If the Browns want fucking some draft picks, give him everyone we have for Myles Garrett. I would absolutely love that, but I don't see it happen. I don't see Myles Garrett going to I could see him going to the Packers. I definitely don't. I think Raiders guys, he's not going anywhere, so you can give up hope on that. If he goes anywhere, he's going to Detroit, but I don't think he's not going anywhere. So that's my thoughts, Trent. So if they follow this plan I have laid out, we should be in the Super Bowl next year.
I love it. Very possible. See you in the MC Championship, bitch.
I'll see you there, motherfucker. Better bring all your good fucking receivers.
Ah, damn, dude.
That was fun.
That was a good time.
Next week, we'll know who the Super Bowl champion is of the world.
That's right.
Then what happens? Then we're getting close to free agency. Damn, we're gonna have to kill some time.
Then it keeps on going. The show keeps on going. Yep.
We're gonna have to bring back the wax, dude. We're gonna have to bring back.
That's right.
Wax.
It'll come back.
Bring it back.
We'll find stuff to talk about. There's always NFL news.
Yep. Current events. We can talk about the Grammys.
There you go. That's a great idea.
Who is the dude? I was looking at the halftime singer, or no, the what do you call it? National anthem guy who's singing for the national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who this guy is?
No idea.
John Batiste?
No, I don't know who the hell that
Say
is.
his name.
I have no idea.
It's Jon, and then his last name is Batiste. That's who's singing the national anthem.
Batiste. Yeah, I know. I'm probably wrong. I have no idea.
38 years old. Holy fuck! His spouse name is Slika Jaoud. Crazy ass name. He's 5'11".
He's 5'11". Getting all the important shit down. Well, so he does.
Award for Album of the Year. I have no idea who this guy is.
Oh, neat. We're gonna find out.
List of awards and nominations. Huh. Yeah, I guess he's singing the national anthem. I'm going over whatever the time is, just based on looking at him. He looks like an over guy. He's gonna milk it. He can get his 15 minutes of fame.
I love it.
For sure. All right, man. Good luck on your bets. I hope you win.
You as well. I hope you win as well, and you can afford to pay a guy to mow your lawn the whole next year.
Thank you. What should the name of our show be?
What do you think?
Lawn care. Overrated.
Nah, lawn care sucks.
What did I say earlier? I don't know.
What did?
Happy hour is the best hour.
Happy hour is the best hour. How about party planner Brant?
Oh, what is it called? Oh, what is it? Team building.
Team building. There we go. Team building. Let's do it.
Team building.
Let's do it.
Team building. I like that. That kind of goes with our what we did too. Our breakdown of.
I like it. That works out well. Team building. We got her.
All right. Solid. All right, bro, cuz talk to you next week, maybe?
Toodles. Next week after the game.
All right. Love you. Go.
Love you too, my man.
Go. Shit, I can't say any of their names.
Go back out.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to another brilliant and captivating episode of the Northern Border Banter Podcast, a Trent and Brant production. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Northern Border Banter Podcast. Watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. Thank you all for your support. We appreciate every one of you.